This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. Ringside Renaissance. I got my espresso because we're working late because we're podcasters.
Expressing ourselves with espresso. I'm bringing the juice today.
You even know what song I'm talking about?
Nah.
Okay, that's good.
You are now listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of Ringside Renaissance. We're here with the RRW Weekly Review for AEW. And I'm here with Pretty Deadly Jesse. And I'm Andrew Combat Jones. Yeah. We're here.
Yes,
Getting ready for AEW. All-In's coming in hot soon. 1 week from this Sunday, I believe. Big things happening in AEW all across the board. We still got Collision going on with their new arena kind of thing they're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's going on with you? How you doing today?
Oh, just hanging out. Ready to review AEW on TBS and TNT.
Yeah. It's Thursday morning, so you know what that means.
Boy, oh boy.
AEW.
I actually wasn't fully disgusted. I don't know if that's too strong of a word. I wasn't too bored with AEW this week. There was a couple good things I really enjoyed. So
mostly because you got into it with the fans on Instagram.
Those IG fans don't like me, man.
Yeah.
I try to pose some sort of logic in their minds, and they don't want none of that. That's just...
You can't handle the truth.
I love people that so they can't... It's in any place. You can't argue your point anymore because your point doesn't make sense. So you just start attacking something else.
Yeah.
Because you have no point for your argument anymore. So you just bring up something that is completely irrelevant to the argument.
Show me the money.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Okay.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Thank you. I was waiting for it. But yeah, AEW...
Better than you, and you know it.
AEW wasn't too bad this week. There wasn't really much that happened on Rampage as far as I'm concerned. Rampage is kind of just a glorified AEW Dark now. Yeah. And except for pandemic times when I had nothing else to do except for watch AEW Dark, I never watched it in the first place. So I do not watch Rampage. Sorry about it.
Yeah, it was good at the beginning until it became not live anymore, really. Then it was just kind of like an extra bonus feature of going to a AEW Dynamite show that you get to see Rampage too. But then you didn't even want to sit there for it afterwards.
Yeah, give me a reason to stay there and watch the matches. The matches they're presenting aren't matches that I want to stay up till midnight watching,
Yeah, you don't pay $300-$500 to go to a independent show for tickets way back in the stands, so...
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody not everybody, the people we fuck with in the IWC. Love hanging out, love the interaction. Keep it up.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. Yeah. Collision. They got a lot going on in Collision. Like I said, they still got the new entrance they got there, and they're sticking with it. And I think, has it been in the same place every week now with the same thing?
Yeah, I think so. I think they have a residency somewhere in Texas.
Okay, yeah,
so they
Texas.
Just keeping the stage set up or something.
That's right. And apparently backstage and in the press, and I don't know, it's probably Uncle Dave talking about putting this out there, but that people are very happy with the reception that they've been getting, and that with the audience there, and how it's a smaller feel and it's louder, and the fans are really getting into it, and the energy and the excitement of the venue. It's having a positive impact, allegedly.
Well, I hate to beat a dead horse here, but this is exactly what we predicted.
Yeah.
We said that if they ran smaller venues with smaller seating, it'd be better atmosphere, and I predicted this exactly.
Very vaguely, yeah.
Very, very vaguely.
I predicted this and 5 other things.
Yeah, I just throw everything out there and see what sticks to the wall.
You're damned if they do, damned if you don't. And Darby Allin is on Collision.
Boy, oh boy, with the mainstream star of Collision, hologram.
Yeah.
It's a whole of grams.
He's got quite the entrance too, huh? You see it where he's got like the H on him and it lights up and it's just the H and it's with all the neon lights in the back, and then it all goes downhill from there.
I heard somebody say like this was probably a character that Tony Khan made up when his message boards back when he was a kid. Like he created like this character, like this wrestling character, and it said hologram, and he liked it so much he just put the gimmick on a wrestler.
I don't
Very
know.
Good take.
Yeah, it's probably true. Yeah.
You're giving Darby Allin such a push, like main event push. He's facing Jack Perry at All In, and then he's got a number 1 contender shot for the world heavyweight title afterwards. But then we're just going to put him in a tag match with hologram.
How do you feel about the pink jacket? I kind of like it.
Yeah, the pink mink.
The pink mink, yeah, sort of. Whatever it is. I don't, yeah. It's better than the last one he was wearing, like the green trench coat thing, I thought, or whatever the hell it was.
I think that fits his style more, you don't think?
I don't know. I like the pink. I like pink and black. It goes together good. It matches.
Yeah.
Completely oppositely. Yeah.
I would love to pick Darby Allin's brain sometime and just ask him, like, what's the reasoning behind the coat? Is it a gift from somebody? Is it just he went to a thrift shop and thought it was cool? I don't know.
Right. I was watching like, AEW people, and they're like, is that guy wearing black leggings underneath his shorts?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's what I don't know. He's a skateboarder. I don't know. He's cool. Yeah.
It's Darby Allin.
Yeah, I fuck with him. Yeah.
You got to give him credit. He's rocked it for years now. I mean,
well, he's got that pink sweatshirt now. It kind of looks like the Bret Hart CM Punk one. So I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Maybe that's kind of where his homage is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pink is his new thing, and they face the premier athletes. And when you look at it on paper, is there any way whatsoever anybody thought the premier athletes were going to come out of this one with the dub? I mean,
no. And Tony Nese is just fire on the microphone too.
Yeah. So good.
I mean, you can forget where they book him and whatever, the rest, but he knows what he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like a lot of the guys with like a lot of talent and stuff just kind of get lost in the sauce in AEW. Like,
right.
Instead, we're dealing with storylines with like Jack Perry and Okada, who can only say,
bitch.
And someone like Tony Nese, who's good in the ring, pretty solid in the ring, solid on the microphone, good looking. Like he looks like a professional wrestler, got the size and build, and he's getting lost in losing in tag team matches on Collision.
He's just got the perfect shtick too. Like he looks like a personal trainer or something. I believe he's from Long Island too, and he just goes out there. When I seen him, the shows I went to, he was just out there being like, "Oh, you people need a personal trainer. I can tell y'all look like you're 500 pounds in the audience," and he just went off like he got a reaction. So. Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah,
modern day Rick Rude.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, so not much to write home about this. Obviously, Darby Allin, and Hologram pick up the win. I don't think this really means much moving forward for either one of them. Like I said, Darby's already got his 2 title shots coming up, and what is Hologram gonna do? Like,
he hasn't made it off of Collision yet.
No, is he? Will he?
Yeah. How long will he be there? Jeez.
And they have all the titles all 17 of them, like the singles titles, wrapped up with the Elite right now. So is Hologram really going to come in the singles, division and really kind of make a splash there?
No, he's going to show up at All In after Will Ospreay beats MJF, and he will remove that mask, and it will be Ricochet.
He got his tattoos removed?
Yeah. He's covering up with makeup. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He put a hologram up to cover the tattoos.
The whole suit. Yeah, it's just covering it all, I guess. I don't know. Will Ricochet show up? I guess if he does, All In would be the place, or maybe All Out. This is the thing real quick. Like, All Out is, again, it's like a week or two after All In.
Yeah, I think it's 2 weeks.
Again, I don't know. It's not like a problem, I guess, for booking because it's going to sell, I'm sure, but it's more like the storylines and the continuity with it.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm not saying they're not going to make it work, but I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, then how do you feel about the Texas cowbell bull rope match? The blow off between Thunder Rosa and Deonna Purrazzo.
Oh yeah, they had quite a match with that cowbell. I was hoping for a little bit of.
I wish I had a cowbell. I would have hit it.
Well, it's AEW, and they love to dance and do little dance numbers sometimes during the matches. We've seen it in the past where they hit the lights and the disco ball comes down, and they could have did a little dance number with the cowbell. Exactly. Yeah. They should have did.
What
something.
if Hologram's Daniel Garcia?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, it just popped in my head.
Hologram can't help it and accidentally does the dynamic dick.
This dick is a hologram.
He's doing it in the shadows. Yeah.
The bull rope match was all right. I mean, it was just a bloody mess.
Yeah, Thunder also went to do like the senton on Deonna Purrazzo, and she like landed like straight on her. Didn't even come off the backside of her, like, right on the gut. Yeah. They got a hell of a rivalry going, though. I'll say that.
Yeah, is this the end of it though? Like,
I mean, every time they say it's the end, it's not the end. So I don't know, but she finally got the win on her and got her due. So
yeah, and like in the grand scheme of things, what a blow off match, like a Texas bull rope match. We were talking before we came on. That was a Dusty Rhodes kind of staple, right. And
okay. Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, like what does it solve moving forward for Deonna Purrazzo or Thunder Rosa? Like, time will tell, but.
Yeah, who else do they have to face on Collision? Who else is there? Who else are they going to bring in? Like, Anna Jay's gone. She's over doing Stardom, I believe, in Japan with whoever else. So, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, is this going to lead to a women's title picture? Like, that's wrapped up in some bullshit storylines. And
yeah, it doesn't seem like any of that is crossing over to All In either.
No.
Yeah.
No. One thing is Shida came on Collision and said that she wanted a match for Mercedes Moné on Dynamite for the TBS title, to which they obliged. And so Shida faced Britt Baker a couple weeks ago and lost, but then she gets a TBS title match before Britt Baker does.
Right.
It's the continuity. Like, this is my problem, is continuity. There's no continuity whatsoever.
Right. Yeah. It's doesn't make sense, some of it. But.
Yeah. Shida, who was pretty much an AEW original and 3-time women's champion, is now just there to put people over, apparently. So
yeah. She's pretty good,
I'm a
too.
Shida fan. Yeah, I'm a Shida fan. Yeah. There's a couple of things she does that's a little bit. I think every wrestler in AEW, there's a couple things that they do that I'm kind of just not on board with. But
yeah, she's had her moments, so for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's good. She's had a lot of good feuds, and she's been solid. I don't think she's really been hurt. She was kind of reliable during the pandemic era, holding the women's championship.
Right.
Yeah, pretty solid.
Got that kendo stick. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so what wasn't solid was Swerve Strickland had an open challenge here on Collision for anybody that wanted to face him.
Mm.
Anybody. Could there be
Yeah.
anybody in AEW that wants to have a shot at the World Heavyweight Champion? Anybody in the back. Catering. Who could it be? Could it be Hangman Adam Page, who's had a long-standing rivalry with Swerve, and he the whole reason he came back to AEW and joined the Blood and Guts match was to get his hands on Swerve? Was it Hangman? Nah.
No, of course not. He's a cowboy. He won't show up in Texas. He's from Virginia.
Was it somebody from the BBC or the BCC?
Nope.
To try to stand up for Bryan Danielson before their huge title versus career match at Allin? No.
Mm-mm.
It was Tomohiro Ishii answered the call to face Swerve Strickland in an open challenge.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. That's Saturday night.
Boy, oh boy.
That's what you get on a Saturday night. That's a Saturday night special main event right there.
That's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
I don't understand this whatsoever.
Yeah. The forbidden door is open.
Yeah.
There is no forbidden door.
What sense does this make whatsoever to have Ishii fighting Swerve? Like, it doesn't help Swerve moving forward because Ishii never wins.
Mm-hmm.
So beating him is just kind of whatever. Whatever. I thought it was stupid. How about that?
Yeah, me too. I don't even have thoughts on it, honestly.
Yeah, Tony Khan, just say it's Swerve against Ishii at Collision. Why say it's an open challenge where realistically, if Hangman wants his hands on Swerve that bad, why wouldn't he answer the challenge?
Right.
Like, oh boy.
He wants to wait for bigger things.
Yeah. This is why Collision gets 200,000 people watching every week. Yeah. And then the main event was the number one contender trios match for the trios titles at Allin, I believe. It was House of Black and the Bang Bang Gang.
Bang Bang.
And Christian Cage was the special guest referee for this one.
Yeah.
And Christian Cage did his Christian Cage shit. And there's a lot of fuckery in the match. And
right.
How it ended was a competitor from both teams were down the ring. It was Buddy Matthews and somebody else. I can't remember where it down the ring. And Christian was counting to 10. And Buddy Matthews got on his feet and Christian speared him and then finished counting to 10 and then said neither of them answered the 10 count and called it a double
DQ or
count out.
Okay.
This match ends in a draw.
Fucking Christian Cage. That
dastardly heel.
That
Christian
damn
Cage.
Christian Cage. Yeah.
So was it going to be like a three-way trios,
three-way match with Nick Wayne's mom ringside?
Oh, god damn.
Yeah. I heard her fleshlight is selling off the stands. Selling out at the merch table. Yeah, and back. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, it's a three-way. It would be a three-way trios. Three-way title match for the trios
championship
with Nick Wayne's mom in the middle.
Yeah. Yep.
It's about to get messy. So we'll see what happens this week on Collision.
You can call that a tensum.
You'd be right. Yeah, you'd be right. Involving some.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Yeah.
Involving some dark wizards, a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Bangers.
Some bangers. Yeah.
It'd be a whole thing.
Oh yeah.
So, that was your Collision review. I'm glad we got through that so quick to get to AEW Dynamite on TBS.
It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Yeah.
And the show opened up with the TBS champion Mercedes Mone defending her title against Hikaru Shida.
Yeah.
And I don't think this was a good match to open up Dynamite with. I don't know if this is going to be one to.
Yeah, I thought I had some like decent money decent spots, moments during it. But
yeah,
you know, then they got what's her name, ringside.
Camille.
Yeah, she's a beast. Obviously, she's squashes people.
Yeah, it's hard to look at. Like, you have Shida, and no offense to Shida, and then Mercedes Moné, and then Britt Baker post match and stuff, and then you look at Camille and just realize like Camille could probably beat them in a 3-on-1, like legitimately, and
Right.
we're just having her be like the flunky sidekick right now. So
Yeah,
not really a flunky, but yeah, it was all right for what it was. I mean, Mercedes Moné still hasn't shown me anything in AEW.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed because I was pretty big Sasha Banks fan in WWE. I like
me too.
the whole thing and the music and everything, and I don't know. Now it's just ever since she left and she went and did the whole New Japan thing, and I had watched some of those matches too, and I was just like, I don't know.
Here's the issue with me, not issue. This is what's wrong with AEW fans for me.
Mm-hmm.
When she came out and was supposed to be a babyface, she got like crickets in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody just sat around and started booing her. But now that she's portraying herself as a heel, the crowd's chanting CEO for her. So as soon as she starts becoming a heel, now everybody's on board with her. So everybody just wants to root for the heels is basically what this is. And it's kind of stupid if you ask me. But
smart marks.
Yeah. And then, you had Excalibur the whole time saying that if Shida beat Mercedes Moné, then it would be Shida against Britt Baker at All In. And like, in what fucking universe would that ever happen?
Yeah, what a build. Yeah.
Yeah, like, okay, like that's ever gonna fucking book to be happening. Like,
Yeah.
And I've said before, if I know who's gonna win the match, it usually takes me out of it. So
the whole Wednesday night was pretty predictable. Shout out to Marty. Even Marty predicted it all. Said he knew.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out Marty. That's my dude right there.
Yeah, can't fool Marty. If
I think he's working backstage. We need to really kind of get on board with Marty. I think he's a player, as they say. I really
he's
think
got the inside source on a lot of things
about AEW and pro wrestling.
Yes, and politics and everything else.
He's got an opinion,
He's
man.
A busy man.
Shout out Marty on X, man.
Yeah.
So obviously Mercedes Moné defeats Shida in this match.
It was the end I wasn't crazy about, really.
The finish?
Yeah.
Or the aftermatch?
Well, both kind of. So, the kick was good from Camille, right?
Yeah.
That was good. And like the stuff that led to the outside before that happened, I thought was pretty good. But then once she like rolled in the ring and Mercedes did the what is it, the money shot? No, bank.
Yeah,
it's not the bank.
Excalibur didn't even know what the name of it was.
It's not the bank statement. Whatever finishing move is. Jeez, that was lackluster. Like that finishing move sucks unless it's done like perfect. Like,
do you feel like a lot of like finishes in AEW are very flat? Like, that happens, and it's kind of just like, meh, she won. Like, and I'm gonna bring it up later on. There's other things too later on in the night that it's like, like, okay, but it just seems like
it's just their style because that's what they do throughout the match, and they blow their load early, if you will, like.
In almost every AEW match that I watch, there's a spot where I'm like, okay, this is the finish, and then it's a 2 count, and then they just do like 5 other moves and pin them.
Right.
And it's like, but you had the finish.
Yeah. I think you have some traditionalists. You have quite a few in AEW spread across the different shows that know how to do things the right way, right?
Right.
But a lot of times you don't, too.
Yeah, I have too many Chiefs, not enough. I can't say that anymore.
Yeah. So Camille grabbed somebody out the crowd in a hoodie, beat the crap out of him. Which I don't even know who it ended up being. Did they show it?
Who was it? So Camille could just beat up random fans now?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Because she thought it was Britt Baker. Because Britt Baker likes to hang out in the crowd, and disguise. And then Britt Baker comes out through the back of the crowd. It takes like a minute for her to get there, and the crowd's screaming. Mercedes still has her back turned to her, like she doesn't hear anything. Like way more dramatic than it had to be, but.
Yeah, timing was off.
Britt couldn't get the glove on. She was trying to come through the ropes, and Mercedes turned around too early, and they had a botched kick to the stomach, then a botched freaking lockjaw. And it seems like Britt wanted to lock it in longer than Camille and Mercedes Monet actually really wanted it to happen. Like,
yeah.
Like
so
she wants
Camille
to get her
in.
stuff in. Like,
right. And Camille came and rolled her off, and I think it was Taz was like, "Oh, that was very smart, rolling her off." I'm like,
I'm sure there's going to be more backstage drama coming.
Ooh, Combat Jones is here for that shit.
yeah, I guarantee it with those two too. Like,
give us the. Oh my God, can you even imagine?
Yeah.
Oh boy. But this is how it ended. Like I said, I feel for that fan that Camille just housed in the fucking crowd. Like,
that's
they never explained.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna take like off the hood, and it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like Rebel for one or something. It was definitely not her, but you could tell. But I thought it was gonna be somebody. I thought it was Adam Cole for a second.
Got the right build.
Exactly.
Got the right build.
Who the hell was it? Like, let us know in the comments who was in the hoodie in disguise.
Right. And why did we not address this? Like, they could have even said, like, "Oh, we don't condone Camille attacking random fans that they think is Britt Baker." Like, why is everybody just okay with moving on with this?
And then did Britt Baker help them at commercial break? Did they get to go backstage and get a picture and a photo op and an autograph, a meet and greet?
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
T's and P's to that random fan wearing a hood.
Yeah. Camille can beat me down any day. Yeah.
Any day.
Yeah.
Like you specifically?
Why not? She can try. I got a pretty good figure 4 leg lock though.
Oh.
And my sharpshooter's on, so.
Oh, you got a good sharpshooter?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's a reverse sharpshooter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at the rear naked choke. That's pretty much it. That's all I got. Next we had Hangman Page against Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal standing up for Jeff Jarrett, who Hangman viciously attacked after Dynamite last week. And Jay Lethal is so good. And again, this is what I was talking about, like Tony Nese. Like, this guy is just a polished wrestler, looks like a pro wrestler,
right?
Is good on the mic, good in the ring, and this is what he is resorted to.
Yeah, Hangman with his new dark music and his dark alter ego. I'm Hangman. Yeah,
Cowboy Batman.
Yeah. Oh man,
I don't get this. Like,
I can't.
When's the last time Jay Lethal's had a singles match in AEW?
Yeah, it's been a little while.
And imagine how much Tony Khan's paying him. Like, I hate to keep going back to pay and stuff, but like, my goodness, like, I'll go out and job once a month,
right?
Once every 2 months. Like, Tony, pay me.
Well, I assume they'd prefer being on, live TV too. Regardless, it helps their brand get all their other shows booked, I'm sure, if that's what they want to do. Or I don't know, if you're getting older, you might as well take that paycheck and at least you're on TV once a month rather than not.
Yeah, I guess that's true. This was okay though. Hangman and Jay Lethal, I think it was an all right match. Like I said, we knew the outcome. Hangman, for as much shit as he gets, I think he's decent in the ring.
Yeah, no, he's not bad. Yeah.
I'm not gonna like knock him. I think his character work and his storylines and stuff have been a little bit lackluster, but as far as in the ring, I think he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Jay Lethal can help carry a match, but
Logan Paul got a better buckshot lariat. But Hangman's good in the ring. I give it to him there.
Yeah. And he's just does his thing. Like I said, it's just the personality I'm not on board with, but
Yeah.
This is what I was talking about with another flat finish, though, is that like he ends up beating up Jay Lethal, hits him with the Deadeye, I believe. Could have been 1, 2, 3 matches over. But instead, he gets on the outside of the ropes and sits there with his crazy eye for the good part of 20 seconds.
Yeah.
While Jay Lethal is getting to his feet and he's just stumbling and whatever. And Hangman's just standing there. And I'm like, just what the fuck is this? And he's just standing there.
Just do it.
I'm watching. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. So you would think like that long setting up for it, Jay Lethal's going to duck it or something. Nope. Just hits the dead eye 1, 2, 3. Or the
buckshot lariat.
Buckshot lariat 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And it's like, why don't you just pin him with the dead eye? Why did that have to drag? I don't get that.
I don't know. Yeah. It's
whatever. For a decent match that it was, for the decent match that it was, hit him with the dead eye, boom, 1, 2, 3. Or, wrestle around a little bit, both knock each other down, roll to the outside of the ring, get up, buckshot lariat 1, 2, 3. Why do that 30-second setup that it's just like, I could have went, took a piss and came back and like, he would have still been
waiting.
Was he waiting for fucking Tony Khan to get back from catering with his grapes and crackers?
He had to
watch the dead eye.
Take a shot out of that whiskey. That flask.
You're really on board.
That flask.
You're really on board
pocket.
with the Hangman being back on it.
He's back on the wagon. Yeah.
Oh,
it's Dark Hangman. Come on, like of course he is. He looks bitter. When's the last time you saw him act like this? When he was hanging out at the bar every time for a promo on Dynamite 3 years ago, right? Am I wrong?
Oh,
come on.
T's and P's to Hangman, bro.
Yeah. Take it one day at a time, Hangman. One day at a time.
He looks like the embodiment of like a country music song. Like his wife left him, his dog died, and his truck broke down.
No wonder why he was so, mad at CM Punk all the time. Because he was jealous that he's straight edge.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Bitter.
That story would have wrote itself. Oh,
I know. Yeah.
Man. Hangman, if you need help, I got a phone number you can call. And there are people that'll direct you to the right way to the living a better life.
Hit up the Methodist church basement in your hometown on any night at 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
I don't know.
Go get a chip.
Yeah.
No, you're pretty accurate with that.
Right, yeah.
I'm not gonna knock that. That was a pretty good joke. That was a pretty good joke. I'm not gonna knock that one.
All due respect, everybody, of course.
Yeah. I appreciate you. So next we had the MJF and Will Ospreay video package leading up to their rematch at Allin, and this was a pretty good video package. It's kind of cool to set up like the match moving forward. I don't think either of them were there at this Dynamite, so
no, it was good. Yeah, and MJF went over to England and had that match with Will Ospreay's Michael Oku. Yeah, Will Ospreay's boy, I guess. Apparently, yeah, and that's so. I guess it makes sense and it goes with the story because it was at I think it's called Revolution or something like that. The promotion. And I guess that's like where Will Ospreay got his start or one of his promotions that he started at too. So MJF kind of had to rub it in and go there and kick Michael Oku's ass. He had to take the long trip. Yeah. We got the full freaking MJF flag now with his face as the dots. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't sell that at AEWshop.com.
Sorry, his face has the stars. Jesus.
Yeah, I was going to say, man.
I'm from America. Yeah.
Your dad's going to beat you for that
one. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Do you know what the stripes stand for?
Oh, Jesus. Leave me alone.
Remember that? I'm sorry. Throwing it back with that one.
I know, right? Yeah. We should ask MJF what his stripes stand for.
Yeah, so this was all right. I mean, they don't do a lot of these in AEW. The placement of the placement of like what's coming up here was kind of off for me for an AEW show. It kind of just killed like the vibe because AEW is usually a lot of matches and there was a lot of video packages and promos. Boom, 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 one right after another.
Right.
But But it was cool to kind of see this set up and build up for a match at a pay-per-view. Like, they don't do this very often, I don't feel. So,
Yeah.
And they had another one later in the night, too.
Right. Yeah, they kind of took all the good parts that had happened throughout this little feud since the beginning with MJF and Will Ospreay and left out all the shitty stuff and made it look really good. So props there to the AEW team for doing that, because I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what happens. I'm pretty sure it's predictable of who's going to win as far as what we think, Will Ospreay winning it. And then I went and watched Collision after Dynamite in the reverse order that I'm supposed to, but they played the same video package in Collision.
Ah,
yeah.
No.
And then I was like, oh man, I really like that. And they already played this thing. Yeah.
Oh no.
It was good though. Yeah. MJF was about to hit the Tiger Driver 19-11-56 1795 on Michael Oku. And wait, I think he did hit it on him.
He did hit it.
He did hit it. And then he was Michael Oku's girlfriend or wife came out.
Yeah.
And MJF was about to hit it on her. And then Will Ospreay makes the dun. Ospreay save.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Is this match predictable for All In though?
I mean, I hope not.
I might have a swerve for our predictions on this one.
Really? Okay. Well, I hope there's a swerve. It seems predictable. Like, it seems like Ospreay's going to win because MJF already won that match they had and took the title. Now we're going back to All In, and Will Ospreay, it's his hometown pretty much, his home country, and seems like Ospreay's going to get a big win, and they built this up, and they've almost promised it to him for signing to AEW via Tony. But what do you think?
Well, we'll wait till we get to the predictions next week. So. All right. So I'm just going to say this really quick. I think that there is going to be
Kyle
some
Fletcher,
fuckery that happens.
Don Callis? Ricochet?
Not Rick O'Shea. No. But I think that early thoughts on this. I think MJF's going to come out with the win just to get Ospreay away from the international title and move him towards the main event picture.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I hope so.
Maybe.
I hope so. Let's go. Yeah.
And then they can revisit this feud later on down the line, bruv.
I'm better than you, and you know it.
That's what we want to hear. Yeah.
Then we had Pac backstage explaining how he's the number one contender for the international title, but he's not the number one contender because Will Ospreay is the number one contender of the international title, which is not the international title, but is the American Championship.
Yes.
This is all I needed.
This is
all I needed.
Yeah, not to be confused with the United States Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. But I think this could have came 2 weeks earlier. It was cool that Pac explain this because he said Ospreay went and cried to Tony Khan and got a rematch when Pac's actually the number one contender. This is what we've brought up before in past episodes.
Right. Good point.
I think this should have just came about 2 weeks ago and
had a match.
It was just odd placement in the show. Yeah. So Pac is going to face the winner of this match at All Out for the championship.
Okay.
Yep. So that's what he said in this little backstage video. Is that in 2 weeks at All Out, he's going to face the winner between Ospreay and MJF.
See, that could go either way too then. Because Pac can play either way to the crowd easily, but the crowd will also root for Pac if it's against MJF for sure.
Yeah.
And then...
Could you imagine Pac against Ospreay, though?
That would be amazing too. And Pac against Ospreay, he could kind of play the heel, or they can just both be...
The only thing I can think of is that, okay, so if MJF loses at All In, what's going to be his angle set up for All Out? If he doesn't have that title, if he loses that title, he can't have the rematch with Ospreay. So what would MJF do for All Out?
Well, what will Ospreay do for All Out? Kyle Fletcher? Gotcha.
We'll see what happens. So then we had a Darby Allin video package. I know you were a really big fan of this one.
Oh
huh?
yeah, I loved it. Yeah, he was spitting facts. It wasn't even like a hot take or a promo or nothing. Like it was a straight shoot.
You think?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It seemed very believable. Sometimes, like like I'm not a big fan of Darby's promos. A lot of times they seem kind of scripted, or like he overthinks it, or he just doesn't know what to say, kind of, and he's just forcing stuff. But this one, of course, we love skateboarding. It was great with skateboarding, the scenery of the cinematography of it. It was straight cinema. It was good. But what he was saying, though, it just seemed real. Like it was believable, and it made sense. It seemed like that's how we really felt.
Mm-hmm.
That was somewhat true. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of his story, his character building up as he's kind of like the underdog that has never gotten a chance, and then all of like the high class Richie boy people all get the opportunities before him.
Mm-hmm.
And he said when he was living in his car, he got a notification on his phone that Jack Perry had signed with All Elite Wrestling while he was still sleeping in his car. And
Jack Perry had like 2 matches, and he's like, "Oh, that makes sense." Yeah. He's friends with the EVPs, with the Young Bucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, like you said, that blurs the line of real and a shoot and a work.
Yeah, because we know Darby and CM Punk are friends. They just had the picture at Comic-Con, and Punk has said recently that that they're friends and all that. So yeah, and the stuff he was saying, like, "Ooh, baby."
Somebody said on X, wouldn't it be awesome if at All In, Darby Allin comes out in CM Punk gear?
Yes. Yeah. Somebody was, if he dressed up as CM Punk or did something, or just all you have to do is put the frickin' X's on his hands or something, man. Like,
yeah. Comes out to Cult of Personality.
I think there's going to be some type of like real glass moment too in the match or something. They say I don't know. Yeah. Probably. I'm looking forward to it though.
I don't know. Would Darby, if he's friends with Punk, go along with something like that though?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Yeah.
And it's like, what are these guys going to do? I mean,
yeah.
Darby's set Jack Perry on fire, then threatened to set him on fire again. And
Coffin
how
match.
are they going to top all this? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So then Darby Allin comes out to the ring after this video package. And what was Darby doing coming to the ring?
I'm not sure. It seemed like he was about to have a match or something.
Yeah, but there was no advertised match.
No.
There was no.
Yeah.
He was just walking out to the ring.
Yeah.
In his pink mink.
Casually.
And just casually just walking out to the ring just for Jack Perry to attack him.
Yeah.
And
that damn Jack Perry.
God damn it.
Yep. Dragged them backstage. Yeah.
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 They missed an opportunity. His finisher should be called 90210. But drag Darby Allin backstage. They were having a hot fight backstage. And
ran him into the frickin' garage door.
Closed it on him. Then Tony Schiavone had to point out, those garage doors cause a lot of damage. We've seen that before on AEW.
Not really. I'm like, oh, you got to put them under the door. Like, come on. Like, it's not a freaking whatever. He's pinned under that thing.
Yeah,
you could just lift it up, but whatever.
Then grab the equipment.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, Darby's about to take a freaking equipment box to the head, like to the head. It's a dome shot. It's a dome shot. Nope, didn't happen.
Nope. Did not happen because the security guards finally lived up to their job and fucking stepped in and stopped Jack Perry. And I mean, they had 7 fucking full like sized muscular men to carry Jack Perry away. Like, come on.
And as they carried him away, he kind of mumbled, "I want to give you what you want, a coffin match."
Coffin match.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Yeah. So we get a coffin match now. Yeah.
Yeah, because Tony Khan can decide that. He can't give Darby Allin a title match, but he can choose the stipulation of that title match. It just makes a lot of sense.
Darby Allin is undefeated in coffin matches.
And coffee matches.
Coffee matches. Yeah. Where you throw hot coffee on your opponent.
Who did he face? He faced Andrade in one.
Andrade. Yeah, he's had a few.
Was it
Swerve? Yeah, Swerve. He put him. He went through the.
Yeah, he coffin dropped it after he put Swerve in it or something, right?
Yeah, I think he's had one or two more too. He have one like Ricky Starks and all them too.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe not. I don't know. He's had a few though. I think he's had more than those two. We'll see.
Do you think he's gonna take his first L in a C match?
No.
No.
Darby's winning the damn match.
Tell
You
me
think
when I'm
so?
telling lies.
Yeah, Darby's winning.
Okay.
Darby's winning it all in. Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense for him to lose because he's got the title match, the world heavyweight title match. So like you don't want him to look weak going into a title match. I don't.
Maybe he will lose then. When's the title match? At All Out?
No, a Grand Slam or what's the name? What's all these events, bro? Just call it Dynamite.
I don't know. See, then maybe Jack Perry would win it all in, then they go to All Out and fight again. Because Jack Perry in All Out in Chicago is going to get a lot of heat.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Right?
Maybe. But he came back in Chicago and got cheered. So
yeah, that's true. I don't.
They go to Chicago a lot.
They do. It's almost like they planned on having somebody there for all those shows, and that's just not there anymore.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
I don't know. Yeah.
Who are you talking about? I was going to say, look for him.
It's the elephant in the room.
Whoa.
Wow, I know, right? Look at
Did
the comparison.
WWE make a plushy pillow of Combat Jones?
It's a bleacher buddy. # this is not a doll. Yeah.
Go get your Combat Jones bleacher buddies at WWEshop.com.
He's right next to Darby, too. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Yeah.
Mariah May video package. Do not care about this feud at all anymore.
Yeah, it sucks because I had high hopes for it, too, as I've said a lot. But yeah, a lot of video packages.
Yeah, boom,
the
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which, I mean, I get it. It's, All In's coming, but they could have spread them out a little more throughout the past couple weeks. But
yeah,
whatever. They got to do what they got to do. At least they're building the stories for All In.
Yeah, agreed. And again, they're highlighting the TBS championship more than the women's championship, which I'm excited to see which one's going to be placed first in the card at All In.
Where the hell is Paige at? She won the women's world championship last year. Right? At All In? Yeah.
Yep. Where's a lot of these people?
Sucks.
Where's Samoa Joe?
Yeah.
Where's Miro?
Keith Lee. Ricky Starks. Yeah.
What's that other big guy that I really like? Wardlow.
Yeah. And many more.
And many more.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments who's your favorite AEW wrestler who's not on AEW right now.
Danhausen.
Yeah.
Very nice, very evil. They're still selling his
Doing very
freaking
evil
merch
shit.
and all that shit, but
Yep, making money off him to sit home.
Yep.
Well, probably losing money at this point.
well, I know he's doing other shows and other stuff, I know, but hanging out with Pepsi Phil backstage. Yeah.
Then we had a triple threat match for the number 1 spot in the casino gauntlet match.
Yeah.
Whatever this is supposed to be. Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly. Now, this match started off with me rolling my eyes and thinking it's fucking stupid.
No, I didn't mind it. Yeah, by the end, I was like, okay. Yeah.
Because the beginning, like I'm going to feed to you, then you switch this, then you reverse this. And like the choreograph shit at the beginning, I was like, okay, this is fucking dumb. But by the end of the match, I said, well, I like Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly. Like, and very much so.
Yeah, and Orange Cassidy ended up having the beef with Kyle O'Reilly throughout near the end of the match, too. They kind of picked it up where you didn't think that was, they were kind of on the same page, and now they're not.
Yeah. Because they're in the conglomeration together.
I thought it was good. There was a couple things at the end there. I was like, you kind of missed that knee, but whatever. That happens. Yeah.
A lot of camera angles were messing things up on Dynamite. They need to work on that. But
Right. It was cool though.
Yeah, so there was a couple different things. I believe like Kyle O'Reilly was trying to hit Orange Cassidy with like a suplex, but then Roderick Strong grabbed him off that and turned it into like a backbreaker. I thought was really cool.
Yep.
Yeah, there wasn't, like I said, there really wasn't. I enjoyed the match thoroughly. I'm not going to break it down point by point, but like, I don't know what this Gauntlet Casino #1 Royal Rampage. I don't know what this is.
I don't know. Yeah.
Is it at All In? Is it? Like...
I don't know. I didn't even catch that part, but yeah. Or Orange Cassidy rolled up Kyle O'Reilly for the win.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that.
Kyle O'Reilly was pissed.
Oh yeah.
After.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He beat that mat like it owed him money.
Yeah.
He fucking was punching the shit out of the mat. He was fucking mad.
Yep.
So, and then we had like the Undisputed Kingdom come out during it and just do flunky, stupid shit like they always do. And
yeah.
Then Mark Briscoe and Ishii came out to even the odds. And
yeah. Too bad.
Every single match has got like a post-match thing or people like running in during the middle of it. Every single one.
Yeah. It's too bad.
Then we had Pirate Hook come out. And Captain Hook. Oh, man, I missed it. Oh, that was right there for me.
That's a good one.
Right there for me.
Captain Hook, yeah.
So when he came back last week and beat up Jericho and Keith Lee or Brian Keith and the Spotted Oak, like I didn't even notice the wrap on his eye.
Oh, it's because he took that because Chris Jericho is a wizard and he shot a fireball at him. Yeah. But last week when he came back, he had the hat on with it, the black one over his eye, and I couldn't even tell it was there. Yeah. So then they had to explain it when they showed the replay. Taz had to explain that it was black, and he was still wearing it last week. It was just a black, and then he came out the white one. Yeah, so you could see it better. Yeah.
Yeah, so Captain Hook was exclaiming to the learning tree that he can't see out of this eye, but he can still see out of this one.
Yeah, I can still see here. I got one eye. I can still see where you're at, Chris. Get your ass up. I'm going to beat you. I want the title shot now.
It's a great rendition.
No, he was actually pretty fired up. I'll give him this one. This promo was decent. Like, it seemed believable. Yeah.
For Hook. But like, I was thinking that shit happened like 6 weeks ago and his eye's still fucking bandaged. Like, that was one hell of a fireball.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. Like, that shit still fucked his eye up.
Right.
So then the learning tree comes out because as soon as he calls Jericho to the ring, Jericho just walks out like he's standing behind the curtain waiting for Hook to call him out.
Hey, guys. Hi, guys.
Hey, guys. Yeah. And he basically says that he's going to give him a match at All In, but if he loses, then Hook can't challenge for the World Championship anymore. He's got to get out of the Chris Jericho vortex. Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder if they're going to put that in the graphic, like the stipulation. If Hook loses, he's got to get out of the Jericho vortex.
Oh, I hope so. God.
I don't. I don't know.
There's some shots at Taz too.
Oh,
Big
yeah,
Bill,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so Hook's got to face Big Bill next week on Dynamite before the match. Big Bill said, I'm going to beat you up and then stuff you up Taz's ass.
That seems like an incest to me.
Just don't call me dad during it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Oh boy. What a way for Big Bill to do the job against somebody a third of his size next week.
Yeah.
They should have had him against Brian Keith, I think would have probably been.
Yeah. Now he's going to have to overcome the odds against Big Bill. He's going to choke him out. He's going to suplex him all over that place. Yeah.
No. Hook suplexing.
What a L for Big Bill. Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, so Hook suplexing the Evergreen and then slamming that fucking spruce tree down, hooking him in the Taz mission.
Yeah.
It's all time. Is he even big? Is his legs even long enough to wrap around the maple?
Yeah, they're gonna have to do something with that special. I don't know.
We'll see. I think that's probably gonna be the return. No, I think All In's gonna be the return of Joe.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true.
Brian Keith and I can't come up with another tree name. God damn it.
The maple tree. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. The maple tree. The spruce and balsam. They're gonna come out and try to attack Hook,
The
and
pussy
then we're gonna
willow.
get. Oh my god! Don't mix the pussy willow with the dickweed. You get some kumquat on there. But yeah, so that's when Shibata and Joe are gonna come out and
Okay.
back up Hook. Whatever.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Stay tuned for our all-in predictions to see. We just gave away everything we're thinking.
Nah.
The tag team championship match, the Young Bucks against the Acclaimed.
They couldn't even wait to get it started. They attacked them on the entrance ramp.
Boy.
Yeah. I wasn't a fan
They
of this
took-
match either.
No?
Nah.
Same old song and dance.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
the Acclaimed and the Young Bucks to me are both, they just do the same moves every single match, but just move them around where they do them in the match. And it was just.
You don't notice you don't get like all the scissors in the crowd anymore. People were going crazy for a while, like with the scissoring.
Yeah.
Like when the Acclaim first started out, they were heels, and I couldn't stand them. I was like, I don't get this. They suck. They're annoying. They shouldn't even be here. Then it took a life of its own. Then they got great,
Right.
and I loved it for a while. Like then, like any event, I went to AEW event, like everybody in the crowd was scissoring, like everybody. It was something to see, and you would see all the scissors, people making the scissors out of the cardboard in the crowd, and shirts, Acclaimed shirts everywhere. Now they're definitely cooled off. They're not selling that merch anymore, I would assume.
Yeah, no.
Not that high of a volume. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gotten very muddy with the whole FTR
Right.
situation. I think they made, this is my thought on it. I think they made the Acclaimed the number one contenders, thinking FTR was going to be out for a long time because Dax Harwood was injured.
Right.
But I think they came back beforehand, so now they want the Bucks and FTR at All In.
Yeah.
And now they have to kind of make it make sense storyline wise, and I think it's just kind of getting lost.
Yeah, in the end of the match too, like the whole
in the middle of the
spitting
match
thing, like
oh yeah, right. But in the middle of the match, Billy Gunn just walks out for no reason, and then I think it was Max Caster was running around the ring, and Nick Jackson kicked him in the face, and then Billy Gunn just chased Nick Jackson down with a chair. Like, for what reason?
yeah.
For what reason is he doing that? And then he gets thrown out from ringside, which also doesn't make any sense because no one gets tossed out of ringside for nothing.
Right.
This Rick Knox guy does all of the Young Bucks matches, the referee, and he's fucking
Oh,
terrible.
that's true. Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Every single one of the Young Bucks matches, Rick Knox is the referee for.
Yeah, why didn't Camille get thrown out earlier in the night from ringside?
Right.
Whatever. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Freaking Rick
I don't
Knox.
know.
He's got the most botches in AEW out of everybody for sure.
Yeah. So then it just went on. Like I said, there was one point in the match that Max Caster was standing on the apron, and the Young Bucks were both in the ring with Anthony Bowens, and they were beating him up. And Max Caster was standing there just waiting for a tag, watching both the other guys in the ring beating up his opponent. I'm like, why don't you just get in the ring and help? Like, apparently it doesn't matter if you get a tag or not. You can just go in the ring.
Yeah.
So, because Rick Knox was just staring at him like a fucking Skeletor while, like, I was like, why are you, I don't get it. The logic behind all this loses me.
Yeah.
But we'll get to the finish like you had brought up. Rick Knox gets knocked down. somebody check on Rick Knox. He probably broke a hip
Yeah.
and 3 vertebrae.
Yeah.
Such a terrible bump he took.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so bad.
So then Matt Jackson gets the title belt to try to hit Max Caster with.
Dax grabs it.
And yeah, why did FTR just come out and why even
get involved?
Like, why even come out at that point?
Why does it matter? I mean?
Like, why?
Yeah, you're still getting your title shot, right? You would think.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. Why come in and, I just can't stand for this. Why didn't you run out when Billy Gunn was about to hit Nick Jackson and make it a fair fight then? Like,
yeah, it kind of confused me, that part. And then I'm thinking, like, the way Dax looked at him after he took the belt, I thought Dax was almost going to take the belt and hit Max Caster or whatever, or Anthony Bones for a second. It was just like a weird,
that would have made more
and I
sense.
couldn't really see him Jackson spit on him either. Like, it was hard, and but they said it on commentary. I was like, oh, that's what happened. But it was just, I don't know, awkward. I don't know, just didn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense for them to run out at all. And then he went to hit Jackson. He ducked. He hit Max Caster. Yep. And then it started this whole thing. Then Rick Knox just happened to get up at that point and disqualify, which doesn't make sense to me because they said the Young Bucks won.
Right.
But he hit Max Caster, so he technically helped the Young Bucks, so the Young Bucks would have lost.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Whatever. So anyway, they were beating up each other.
Real muddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And Cash Wheeler was just standing there. He wasn't like doing anything. He was like just like standing around everybody, and the Young Bucks slithered out. They keep the titles, and
they announced that,
for the
next was it Wednesday? Next Dynamite?
Collision.
Oh, Collision. Yeah, it will be the Acclaimed versus FTR for the number 1 contenders shot at Allin for the AEW Tag Team Championship. At least they're getting this figured out once and for all. That should have been the match on Dynamite. Like,
yeah. Which that's kind of, if you think about it, that's kind of a big time match that they try to get ratings or try to get people to watch Collision because people want to see who's going to be the number 1 contender. So that might be smart, but
yeah, because like I'm assuming it's going to be FTR, but you don't know,
Yeah, it might be another muddy finish, and there might be a 3-way match.
Oh, geez.
For the tag titles.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we'll see.
Every match at All In's going to have a stipulation.
Yep. We will see.
Yeah. So Christopher Daniels finally showed his authority by making that match for Collision, and then that rolled right into... Well, there was a video package for Swerve Strickland and Bryan Danielson that I thought was also... Well, it's basically Bryan Danielson.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
If something unpredictable...
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Life gets you back.
I felt like I was at a high school graduation. They play that song at every high school graduation for the last 25 years.
I hope you have the time of your life. Does it seem disrespectful they're playing the song that's called Good Riddance to Bryan Danielson? He's about to get beat and end his career.
I never thought of that until you just said it.
This is messed up.
That's the best take I've ever fucking heard for anything pro wrestling.
He's definitely leaving. Yeah, he's out.
You think
he's out?
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
It's hard for me to predict that. I think so.
Yeah,
but
they're doing a good job tricking me if he's not done, because just the way he was in the crowd, he looked real emotional too, and like for the match and like I don't know. Who knows though? He's good. He's good. He can pull it off if he's swerving everybody. So against Swerve, yeah.
Well, this is the thing that I don't understand is that, and no offense to Swerve Strickland, but the long career that Bryan Danielson's had with the number of opponents and like classic matches he's had, to have Swerve Strickland be the one that ends his career is kind of interesting and surprising. Maybe backstage they have something that I don't know about.
Yeah.
But for Swerve Strickland to be the one to end his career.
Who would it be? It's probably just going to end his career in AEW. He's probably going to go back to WWE.
He said he'll never wrestle again. I don't know, but
well, he won't be wrestling. It'll be entertainment. No.
Entertainment. No, that's a good call.
Maybe John Cena.
Call.
I don't know.
Yeah, because
CM
you would think like Samoa Joe or somebody, you know.
Yeah.
Bryan Danielson and Samoa Joe have had such a long history. Yeah. Or even like John Moxley and Bryan Danielson for his last match or something.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I could see that.
So I don't know. Maybe it is going to be Swerve. I don't know. But
for now, till he comes back.
They're doing their job, leaving us guessing.
Yeah, definitely. You know? Definitely. Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. Very good. And then we got Swerve Strickland versus Wheeler Yuta. Yeah. Bryan Danielson ringside, looking very emotional.
Yep.
With Green Day, Good Riddance. Hope you have the time of your life playing in the background the whole time.
Yep, and the whole match. And then you give the AEW World Champion building the World Championship match for Allin. You give him 10 minutes, like 6 minutes of that being an overrun, like at the end of your show.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life.
Oh, man. So take the photograph and still framed in your mind. Hang it on the shelf and good time. Song was a banger back in the day. There you go.
Yeah.
That song sucks.
Blink-182 is way better.
I do not like Green Day. I've never been a huge Green Day fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Swerve Strickland, or Wheeler Yuta came out, and then Swerve Strickland came out, and I noticed they have like the same color graphics on their entrance video.
Right.
It was like this this gray and red. Like it was like the same. I don't know. I was like, man, oh man, the graphic department is really fucking lacking here.
Yeah.
But Swerve Strickland came out.
Yeah. It was a decent match. I mean, for what it was.
Do you think that Swerve and Darby Allin go to the same designer clothing store?
Probably. Yeah, I think they're kind of in the same circles, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, no, it was a good match. Like, Wheeler Yuta is good. He can wrestle. Like, he's had some good spots and moments, but Swerve beat the shit out of that boy. Yeah. Beat the shit out of that boy. Yeah.
He learned him.
Learned him right in front of his daddy. Yeah. Bryan Danielson.
I'm going to learn you.
Yeah. He did what he said he was going to do. It was back and forth, of course, somewhat, but gave him like fucking 10 of them house calls and right in the Wheeler Yuta sells good though. I'll say that. Like yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously we knew at the end of the match it's going to be another one of these flat finishes that I was talking about. Like he has to hit him with 4 fucking house calls. Like, stop, he's already dead. Like, man, oh man. I was just watching it. 1, and then he gets up, hits him with another
Stare
one.
down, Bryan Danielson. Yeah. Bryan Danielson. Stare him down.
Bryan Danielson.
Yeah. Hit him with one more.
So he pins Wheeler Yuta 1, 2, 3, and big surprise. Swerve Strickland beats Wheeler Yuta going into Allin, and he does the stomp thing too.
Oh yeah, real disrespectful to.
Oh no, he didn't pin him. That's right. They stopped the match.
Oh, that's true.
Right.
Yes.
He stomps Wheeler Yuta out, then gets on top of him and starts throwing these pussy punches that like weren't even hitting.
Yeah,
him.
Why don't you just keep kicking him in the face? I don't get it.
Yeah, those punches looked god awful.
Yeah.
They were so bad. Yeah. Like they weren't even connecting.
We gotta call this one off. Yeah.
Ring that fucking bell. Yeah, we in every other match we can sit there and we can do 15 finishers to somebody, no problem. We start punching somebody in the upper chest.
Bryan Danielson runs in for the save. Swerve quickly rolls out the ring, slides out of the ring. Yeah. And takes off towards the back to leave with Prince Nana. Bryan Danielson turns his back, as you should never do to your opponent.
Should never do.
Yeah. And Swerve quietly creeps his way back, runs his way back from the back.
Tell him about it.
Puts a house call on the Bryan Danielson, knocks his ass out next to his son in the ring.
Oh, no. Now, if Hangman's got such a blood feud and a desire to beat up Swerve Strickland, why didn't he come out and help Bryan Danielson at this point?
Yeah, he could have.
Hangman's there. Hangman's in the arena. He had a match earlier.
He might have been at the bar. He was
Ah.
already back at catering, and
At the bar.
he was already a handle or two in.
Oh,
of
no.
Jack.
Jesus Christ.
Ohio is for lovers. Or no, Virginia's for lovers, as they say. Shout out to Hawthorne Heights.
Is that where he's from?
He's from Virginia. Yeah. No, that's
Okay.
the saying, Virginia's for lovers. That's like their state thing. He had the shirt that one time saying it.
Yeah, but I thought Hawthorne Heights was Ohio.
They are. That's what I was saying. But I said
Okay.
Ohio's for lovers. I meant Virginia.
I got you, yeah. The Hawthorne Heights sucks.
The first album. I like the first album. Yeah.
I wish it was their last album, but
Pretty much was.
Yeah, so we're setting this up. Hangman, we should do a wellness call on Hangman. Is he okay?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I don't think he's mentally sound to be performing in a professional wrestling ring right now.
Right.
T's and P's to Hangman. Bro.
Yeah.
There's a better way to live. Who's taking care of his wife and kid right now if he's so unhinged?
Swerve. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's another thing, too, is like Swerve had said to Danielson, I'm going to retire you in front of your family and your daughter. And it's like, Swerve is really on this family thing, bro.
Everything's personal to him. Yeah, he don't fuck around, man. Yeah.
I'm going to start calling him Fast and Furious because he's all about family. It's like, every feud is about family.
You never had that built to begin with.
Oh, man. But that was AEW for the week.
Yeah.
I'm actually somewhat excited. As much as we clown on it, I'm somewhat excited for all of
Yeah,
it.
and shout out to all the people that are going to purchase a pay-per-view out there. I see that they have a discount going for all 2 or 3 events coming up or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, to actually go to
Oh,
it?
no, for like to buy the pay-per-views. You get a package of them and they're discounted if you buy all 2 or 3 or whatever it is. Yeah.
What are they, $9.99?
No, I think you get like all 3 or all 2. I'm saying 3. What other third one would there be?
Dream? Wrestle
Yes,
Dream
that's
or
it.
something?
Yeah. I think there's 2 different ones, but I think some people are like, I'm going to switch my IP address to there and then buy it even cheaper. People playing them games in the
They're that hard
IWC.
up, man.
Yeah. There's streams out there too, people, but gotta have that HD.
Yeah.
Gotta have that HD. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. I want to see what's going to happen at Allin. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, because obviously the tag team title picture hasn't been kind of buttoned up yet, so that's interesting. But
I want to see like what the crowd looks like too.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a cool atmosphere.
Shout out to Adam hitting the turnbuckle.
Yeah,
he's
sure.
going.
He's actually going to be attending.
He said he's going, right? Yeah, so that's cool. We'll get a first-hand knowledge view, perspective of what's going on there. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I hope that. Well, I didn't win my prediction battle against him, so he's not going to have a Ringside Renaissance sign.
Oh shit, that's true. Yeah. Oh well.
I'm a little bit upset about.
There's
that,
next time. Next one. We'll be there. We'll get it. We're going to get it done somehow.
Yeah, shout out to everybody in the IWC hanging out with us. We got some more positive feedback while we were recording live today, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Tell your friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ringside
So,
Renaissance will be ringside one of these days at an event with the Ringside Renaissance shirts and the signs and everything.
oh yeah,
Hats.
that'd be fucking cool.
Everything. Full swag gear. We'll be doing meet and greets too.
Yeah, or you might see us at your local county fair. You can come up and do a meet and greet with us, and we'd love to see you all.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, we're the wad schlong.
So that was the RRW Weekly Review for AEW. That's pretty deadly, Jesse. Yeah, and I'm Andrew Combat Jones. Yeah. You've been listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast. Peace.